Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So today I wanted to show you my submission for the swap with Tamika. Tamika's over at Scrap the World, and to be honest, I never watch her videos when she comes out with swaps. I just say, yes, I'm in, and then find out what it is later. So this one is really pushing my boundaries because I'm calling this the everything and the kitchen sink swap. So this, I think it was called Twisted Note Cards. So if you guys remember, I did a kind of a dark sense of humor swap where you had to do a love theme 3x3 card and you can only use shades of black. So Tamika is doing one where it's twisted, where you have to use several layers. You have to use 4 techniques and 4 items. No, I'm not sure if it was and or, so I did and, just to be on the safe side. Um, so this is what I'm doing. I wanted to show you while I'm in the process of it because I guess I didn't want to do a start to finish video. I don't know. This is going to be kind of a start to finish. But so these are my cards and they are super cute. I love them. Love, love, love them. So this is way out of my comfort zone. I'm not really a shabby chic triple layer card person, but I feel like I nailed this one. So this is what they're going to look like. At first, they look like this, so I just added some height to the flowers. So yeah, so each person will get one that's a little bit flat, but they're still beautiful either way. I think with the height, it just adds more to it. And so this is how um, it started. Somewhere in here I have my original. Here it is. So Tamika said we had to use like a stiff board or chipboard. She used corrugated cardboard, so I just did chipboard. So I cut it down, you know, 6 by 3 inches. Sorry. And then I just scored it and folded it. So of course, because it's chipboard, you know, chipboard is going to break when you fold it. It'll break on one end. So I just used some white duct tape. So that way the fold is super strong. These cards aren't going anywhere. I mean, I can fold it backwards and forward. It's fine. So that's what I did. And then on the front, what I did was I painted. So I originally started with white, and I wanted pink to be the overlay. But then I changed my mind and decided that I wanted pink on the bottom and white on the top. So this one I'll have to redo because I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna do the video to show all the painting and stuff, but we don't need to do all that. So all I used was the cheap My Studio and Nicole's Craft paint, and these were from AC Moore, and I got them when they were on sale for, I think it was $4 or something like that. So I used those two. And I use some, of course I can't find it, Tim Holtz, oh, here it is. I use the Distress Crackle Paint in Clear Rock Candy. Oh, yeah, it is Tim Holtz. You can use regular crackle paint, but I just couldn't find mine. So Distress Crackle Paint, to me it's all the same. I got the Distress Crackle Paint on sale on clearance at Michael's for I think it was $1.02 when it was all said and done. So normally I think it's like $8. So I would definitely get, you know, the clearance Distress or the crackle paint that comes in the paint aisle. So let me find one that I haven't done. Actually, I think I did all of them. So I painted it and I put pink on the bottom, dried it with the heat tool because I'm impatient, and then put the crackle paint over top of it. And the more crackle paint you use, the thicker you wipe it on, the better your crackle is going to be. So I put it on there and I heat it with the heat gun. So here's the thing. If you're not patient and you can't wait for it to dry and use your heat gun, be very, very careful because the crackle paint does catch on fire. If you're watching TV and you're not paying attention, it will catch on fire. Just a little bit, but it caught on fire. And it smells like, I don't know, it smelled really bad. So either let it dry, be patient, or really pay attention. Then what I did is I took the white paint and I lightly brushed it over the crackle, and then I took a cloth and I wiped it off because I just wanted a little tiny bit of whitewash, even though you're really not going to see it, but that technique is there. So then all I did was I took some pink glitter paper, and this is the glitter paper that I actually got mine at Michael's, and it's a glitter paper that's $2 a page. So this same 12 by 12 piece I've been working off for probably 10 or so projects. This is all I have left of the 12 by 12 glitter paper. So I definitely got my $2 worth. So I just took little 1/2 inch pieces and I score taped it with the 3/8 inch score tape on the top here and the right side. Then I took some burlap paper. I don't know where the sheet is. So it's just burlap paper, and it had stamped white flowers on it, and it comes in a paper pad. Let me see if I can quickly find the paper pad without moving the camera. It's the paper pad I got from AC Moore, and it has canvas and paper and here it is. Actually, no, I got this from Michael's. So this is the Recollections. It's called Vintage Country. Oops. Sorry if the camera's shaky, but it is what it is. So Vintage Country. And come up just a little bit. And it has so canvas papers, chevron on burlap tags, and then it also has regular paper that looks like burlap, but it's not burlap. So I thought this was really cute paper. I loved it. So there's that. And then I used a piece of paper from the Country Roads collection, and it was this piece here. This is all I had left of it. I did a My Design mini wedding album, which I think was my first YouTube video. But this is all I had left of it, so it wasn't quite enough for all 12 of the cards that I'm making. So I also used this paper here, and this is part of this Sweet Paris 6x6 designer pack. So use that. I also used my Stampin' Up! Blossom Punch and my Stampin' Up! 5-petal flower, which this is an old one. Actually, you can still find them on eBay. I use that, and I use a Stampin' Up! Boho Blossoms, and I just use the top little one. This one here. That's the one I used. So the flower tutorial was from Tamika at Scrapdaworld, and it was her Day 2 embellishment series. She had the Tim Holtz Tattered Flowers, but I don't have the Tim Holtz Tattered Flowers die. But the Boho Blossom is pretty much the same as one of the flowers that she had. And then the 5-petal punch, it worked out. So I used that. What else? Oh, I used Royal Lace doilies. I don't remember where I got these. I got them, I thought I got them in England, but it says made in the USA, so I don't really know where I got these from. They're in my stash. They're just 4-inch medallion lace doilies. I used some of this twine, sparkled twine stuff. I just got this in this little store we have in my town called Gingerbread Creations, and it's It's just like a little elder woman, and she owns her own little. It's kind of like a thrift store slash where she sells things that she makes. So it's a super cute store. I really love it. Um, so I got that there, and I used some tulle, which I got from Michael's in the clearance bin. It's these little tulle pom-pom things, and the pictures show that you're supposed to put them on some type of lamp or something. But you know, when you buy stuff at Michael's just because it was on clearance, so they came down to 49 cents, and I bought them and was like, well, I'll find a use for them, and I definitely have found a use for them. So they come in like this little puffball thing like this, and then, you know, I just cut the string off and cut it and used it. What else? Score tape. I also used this glimmer paper, which was from a 6x6 pad. I think it was a 6x6 Halloween pad. It's like a white with kind of a pink, you know, that pinkish tint glitter. And this is all I have left of it. I had 3 sheets of it, and this is it. So great way to use your scraps. I also used this paper, and this was in the loose leaf Michaels, another one of those $2 sheet ones. This is all I have left of this one. That's what I made the flowers out of. And I used these birds that I got from eBay. They came from China, but I used the white ones. They're just somewhere on my desk. So I got a pack of 10 for, I think they were like 20 cents or something. So that's, oh, and the lace. This lace was from Michael's. It's just a spool of lace. And I just used, you know, 3 scallops. So when the card closes, it looks like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do for the inside or the back yet. But here's the front. So, okay, so let's get started. So what I did was, like I said, put the glitter paper here and here. I took the burlap paper and made 2, I think these were 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 squares. Cut them in half on the diagonal to make a triangle, and I ripped the paper backing off the back. The back of them, it looks like this. Sorry, there's a delay on my camera, so I'm trying to talk to you and watch the video at the same time, and it's, I don't know, whatever. So I ripped the back off. So once you do that, see how I ripped the back off? Rip the back off, and then on the left side and the top, what I've been doing is taking the thread and ripping it out. So just 1 or 2 threads, depending on how frayed you want it. Do not throw those threads away because you are definitely going to use those threads. And then I just hot glued the triangle to the left corner. So there's that. I already hot glued all the lace to the inside of the papers. Okay. So then I took the flower, and see, originally I was going to have the flowers like this because I was going to do a whole different design. But I changed my mind. So I already assembly made all the flowers, so I have to remake them, but it's not a big deal. You just take the brad out, and then I've been putting pop dots in the middle. So I mean, these flowers are cute, but it looked too baby showerish to me, and that's not the direction I wanted to go. So there you go. So the flower, you punch out 1 blossom in the white glitter paper, 1 in the raised flower pattern paper. You need a white glittered 5-petal, and you need a raised white 5-petal. And all I literally did was just crumple them like trash. So you're just going to crumple it. The glitter paper is a little bit harder because it's stiff, and I think this might even be adhesive back now that I look at it. So just crumple it up. Sorry, that's not in frame. But just crumple it like trash. Open it up. And then all we're going to do is find the pop dots. Pop dot. And I layered them glitter first and then white paper, but you can do the opposite, obviously. I don't know which one I like better, but I started one way, so now I have to finish this way. So pop dot, and then you're just going to offset the white one. Okay, offset, pop dot. And it does matter where you put your pop dots, because you don't want your flower to be all wonky. So make sure you try to match them up a little bit. This one, Tamika's flowers are a little bit nicer because her flowers have the same amount of petals, but because I have a 6 petal and a 5 petal, so they're a little bit off. I don't know. It still looks cute. And then pop dot that in the middle. Did I get that? No. See, this makes it unstable if you don't put that pop dot in the middle. And then, sorry if you hear my husband yelling. He's trying to give the dogs a bath and they hate it. So, yeah. Okay. Then we're going to put the boho flower. We're going to hot glue that right in the center. So guys, be careful with your hot glue. Don't be reckless. Like, you'll see me do some crazy things, but I have a low heat gun and it's broken, so it's really, really low. So don't be reckless with your hot gun. Alright, so there's that. And then we're just going to glue our cute little bird here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get them in there. And then we're going to glue our tool, which I don't know where mine went. I already had the pieces cut out because you know how to take the flowers apart. Oh, here they are. Okay, so all I did was flip my flower over. This is the side I want it on. Put a dab. And again, this is where I'm saying don't be reckless with your hot glue. Stick it in there any old which way because you can fix it, trim it later. And see, what I'm doing is just kind of grabbing it by the middle and just pushing it up to make like a little, I don't know, thing. Glue it in there and just kind of smush it back there. So you see how I was able to touch my hot glue and it's fine because, like I said, mine's already a low heat and then it's broken. Even though it says it's on high heat, it's barely room temperature, but it works. And I like that I can touch it. Okay, so there's that. So there's the flower. So then what I did was took the doily, the 4-inch doily, and I crumpled that. Again, be gentle because it's obviously a paper doily. Open it up, and whichever side you want, doesn't matter. I just took the whole middle and just pinched it. Hope you guys can see that. See, I'm just trying to pinch it in the middle. Doesn't have to be cute, doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason, just pinch it. And it will make the edges curl into like an accordion type thing. I mean, I guess you could have cut it and, you know, did a cute proper accordion concertina fold, but yeah, I don't know that life. I don't have time for that. So that's what I did for that. I'm going to set that aside. I took the Country Roads paper, and again, we're just going to crumple it. You could mist it with water if you wanted to, but I don't have time for that. So just crunch it, get the wrinkles. I really want the wrinkles in the center, so I'm just really like crunching it in the center. The edges I don't really care about. Okay, so I forgot to tell you, distress your edges. I did use my distress tool. This one, the Stampin' Up! Distress tool. You can use your scissors. You can use, I don't know, you just tear it with your fingers really, because I just want some like distress marks in there. So I don't really like what I had, so I'm just going to go in and just, you know, gently tear some more distress marks in there. So if you had enough paper Like I said, I only had this one little piece. It wasn't even a full 12 by 12. You could actually make the squares bigger and tear it, so it gives it more of a rough edge. But I didn't have enough paper. So I just wanted a little bit more color in this, which even though I know we're going to cover it up, but this is like a sparkle Studio G from the dollar spot at AC Moore. It's like a sparkle pink rose or something. I don't know. I liked it. Crumple it back up. And so all I'm going to do is glue it on top of here like this. And I want to be sure not to get the edges. So do not glue it to the edge. So you just want to kind of hot glue it, wet glue it. I wouldn't suggest score tape, but my hot glue is right here. So you see how I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch from the edges, because I want the edges to flare up. So we're just going to put it right here. And don't even think about it. Just set it down. Wherever it goes, it goes. Like, it doesn't have to be straight. It doesn't have to be equal on all sides. Wherever it goes, it goes. See, this is why I didn't want the edges, because now I want this shabby, torn look. Which I know those of you who know me outside of my YouTube channel are like, oh my God, how are you dealing with that? Because I'm crazy when it comes to OCD like that. But this is on purpose, so it's not bothering me. So I just want that piece in, but not that. Okay. There. So see how cute that is with, like, and you definitely want your, what is this? My left corner. I want it down because I'm going to tuck some butterflies in there. So like that. And then my flower. So for the flower, we're going to hot glue our doily down. Be generous. If you have, I would not suggest using high heat on this at all, because I think it'll burn the paper. Like, I don't know. I'm not an expert on it, but common sense tell me it would probably burn the paper. Now I kind of want to get my good hot glue gun and find out, but anyway. So there's that. Press it down. Use your pokey tool thing or whatever you have other than your fingers. Let's use my bone molder. Get it in there. Okay, good. I need more glue sticks, and of course I don't know where I set them down. Great. Okay, here we go. All right, so we're just giving that a second to kind of dry a little bit. So somebody gave me a really good tip. They said that if you don't want, and I saw it on Facebook, and you know how like sometimes you see stuff on Facebook, it's just not true. This actually worked. If you don't want the strings from your hot glue gun, freeze your glue sticks first, and it won't give you strings. So of course I didn't do it for the camera, but and I don't feel like going downstairs right now. But yeah, I have them in the freezer, and it actually works. There's no strings on the glue sticks that have been frozen. So that's another little tip. All right, so we're on to our flower. So just, you know, give a good squeeze of glue, and you're just going to set it right in the middle. Don't think about it, just drop it. I find that my best creations are ones I don't worry about where it goes. With this, you can't mess it up because there's so many layers that it's going to, no matter where this flower goes, it's going to look like it was intentionally supposed to be there. So there's that. And to kind of tell you the truth, with the glitter paper, it only got there because half of them, when I painted, I didn't paint all the way between the duct tape and here, because I had a whole different plan. And so I needed something to cover it up. So glitter paper, and it actually came out really beautiful. I just love it. I mean, if you want some more frayed, which I think I do, just take it out. Take a string out. Or two. Yeah. 2 strings. Okay, there we go. So it's a little bit more frayed. Yeah, I love that. Okay. There's that. Okay, we're at 25 minutes. Sorry, guys. So next what we're going to do is just take, or remember I told you don't throw away your the burlap strings that you tear out. This is why, because we're going to put 3 together, fold it in half, and cut it. And no, I'm not a special scissors person. I use the same pair of scissors for everything. I know you scissors people are probably like, oh, why do you do is just take a little hot glue under the bird. Again, don't be reckless. Get your fingers out of there. There you go. Bone folder. And I'm going to take that piece of glue out. So it's always nice to use either your bone folder or, you know, those stylus scoring pen things that have the metal tip. I don't know where mine is. It's on this table somewhere. Use that because you see how easy that piece of glue just came right out. It's because my bone folder is on a metal thing and it's really cold. Okay, anyway, so there's that. So the twine stuff, all I did was take it out. Maybe. Come on. Of course, when you're on camera, nothing works for you. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Sorry, technical difficulty there. And I don't know how to fast forward or any of that, so you're all going to see that. Okay, so what I did was I just kind of tied a makeshift bow in here. This stuff is very hard to work with. It's very like, I don't know, it's really weird. So you're just going to have to watch me struggle. Tie a bow, like so. And then I just looped the third one, that, and just cut a piece. And come on, just kind of tied it around my 3 loops. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. Off of camera, it was very easy, and I made like 10 or so within seconds. But on camera, struggle's real. So put it in there. Doesn't have to be pretty. I just need something of substance to hold the glue down. So I just make like these little knot things. Perfect. Doesn't matter. We're going to cut that off. Okay. So all I did was, I think I did all of them different so far. I'm going to tuck this one. And this is really now at the point to where how you want it. So I'm going to tuck this in between here. So just dab of glue. Don't be reckless. Yes, that's my favorite phrase of the day because I was just about to be reckless. Almost glued my hand. And tuck it in. Oh, good. Found my pokey thing. Okay, so put that, just kind of give it a second for the hot glue to adhere. And then I also like to, I did hot glue just the one petal down with that glue because I just really wanted you to see the glitter petal. So just kind of manipulate it, move it around how you want. There's no rhyme or reason to it. See, this is what I didn't want to happen. Glued the doily, which is fine because all you have to do is just pull it. And if your doily rips, who cares? I mean, can't tell. I don't want the yellow. Okay, see? Fine. Perfect. There. And then, oh, I forgot to tell you, I used the Wild Orchid Craft white stamens. That's what these little I don't know, stamen things. That's what these little things are. So I bought those when Wild Orchid Craft had it clearance, and as you can tell, the theme of my stories here, if it's on clearance, I'm going to buy it whether I have a need for it or not. So that's my New Year's resolution, was to stop doing that, and well, I kind of broke that the second day. So there you go. Don't judge. Alright, so all I'm doing is taking the little stamens out of their paper thing. Very simple. I like the way they looked when they were twisted, so I just twisted the bottom so they stayed like that, whatever shape you want. And now I'm just going to glue it under the doily. So just lift it up. So the first one I did, I didn't feel like getting my hot glue gun out, being lazy, and I tried using it with glossy accents, which it was fine. I mean, it worked, but there's a lot of glossy accents I had to use. And honestly, I had one that wasn't name brand. It was just a cheap one that, it was, you know, my first go around. I didn't care if it stayed or not, but I used a lot of it. So hot glue is definitely better. So that's under there. This one here, just wherever, it doesn't matter at all. Whatever your heart desires. Okay. Okay, and I promise it didn't take me 30 minutes to do these, but I think because in the beginning of this video I'm just running my mouth, and then, you know, couldn't get the stuff open, but whatever. Whatever. We're here. And you can twist them if you want. You don't have to. Some of them will just stay. That. And then the last one. Seriously. Okay. Last one down here. Too bad I don't know how to fast forward, because you guys can fast forward on your own. How about that? Make you do some work. Okay, so just get it in there. So we have to make envelopes too, so I don't know how I'm going to do these envelopes, but I'll find a 3D one of some sort. So there's that. Basically, we're done except for the butterflies, and I used the Martha Stewart 3 butterfly punch, and I used the small butterflies on top, and I punched out the butterflies. Ooh, you know what? They can come packaged in this box. So yeah, we have to package it. So I think I might put them all in this little box. If they'll fit. They should. I have a million of those boxes. I got them from Restaurant Supply. Alright, I digress. Here we go. So in our little torn corner here, I'm just going to fold it down a little bit more. Dot, dot, pink shimmer butterfly first, and then white shimmer butterfly just on the right. That, fluff the little wings up. I think I'm going to roll this instead of just fold it. So just kind of roll it around. Yeah, that's what I like. Kind of like that to be like that. So there you go. So even though I did the same exact steps, I mean, oh, sorry if you couldn't see any of that in frame. All I did was roll this corner on the on this thing, the score tool thingy. Or you can use your pokey tool thing. Actually, I might have to use pokey tool. So just roll it, and I mean, have fun with it. I'm gonna spritz all of this probably in maybe gold or silver. Yeah, so you get a better roll on the pokey tooth thing. This is the thing you use to make holes so you can put your brads in. I think the proper term is pokey tool thingy. And then we're just going to roll the edges a little bit. And roll the edges. So I think this kind of meets, so I did painting, crackling, burlap, fraying, distressing, or I think this is called rough distressing, and then ink distressing. I did cutouts, I did tulle, I did twine, I did flower stamen thingies, cabochons, and burlap. So I kind of did a lot of techniques. I did a lot of stuff. So I think I may put one little banner on there to have a saying. I found some banners at Hobby Lobby that I haven't used that I may or may not put in there. Let's see. You guys tell me. I'm going to open them up and you guys tell me. So I don't know if I want gold. Kind of like that. Oh, that's really pretty. Huh. So I don't know if I want the gold just to give it another color, or here's the gold and white. Oh, I kind of like that even more. Okay. Or I have some that are white, but I'm not gonna grab them because I can just use the back of these. Or maybe just, ooh, I like that. Just the white. Maybe ink the edges in pink a little bit. I don't know. So you guys tell me. Let me know what you think, and maybe I'll stamp like hello or something on there. What I'm doing right now off camera is I'm just going to ink it so I can see what it looks like, and you guys can tell me. This might be a winner. Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. Like that. Okay, I may love that. Okay, you guys let me know. Thanks for watching. Sorry this video was so long, but yeah, there you go. Thanks, guys. Bye.